Good night, everyone. Let's share the screen. Make sure everybody's seeing my hair. Good night, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi. We just giving everybody a little 5 minutes to come in, right? 150. What 150 that is? Oh, you done work it out already? Proper. Right, proper thing. Proper thing. So we're running through these questions. We don't want to take more than probably 45 minutes to do all these. All right, explaining it. All right. Hi, everyone. 25 people on YouTube right now. How much we have on TikTok? We have 67 on TikTok. Somebody done working it out. All they done working it out. All they just give everybody a little 2 minutes to come in, right? We started in 4 minutes. The countdown is on. 4 minutes. Four minutes. All right. So for those who new here, the 37 people on YouTube right now, every Wednesday, I'm just focusing. So my time is very limited. I'm doing a lot of Form 1 to 4 classes in high school. So I'm just doing this as charity. This is my charity here, right? I intend to start a class sometime for monetary gains, but for now, it's charity, right? So I'm a high school teacher that's coming to assist you all, right? We're running paper 2s, section 2s. Thank you, Shireen Mohammed. All right. Jamaica in the house. Jamaica, what exam you all do? I know you all do an exam also, no, but I'm not sure what they call the exam. When Kerwin Springer goes live, I see he has a whole list of exams from all around the Caribbean. But I don't know, I don't even know the name of these exams. I know Guyana does something. Jamaica does another exam. Hi, Chinese. Right, we start in 2 minutes. Two minutes. Thank you, computer account. Thank you. Don't worry, all of you all come and mind me when I'll reach in Form 4. Everybody come mind me for lessons when I'll reach in Form 4. Nice. I was Adel teacher. Yeah, I remember teaching Adel, but Adel didn't come for long though. Yes, I was. Right, let go. 8:04, we could start. I'm ready to start. Right, just a reminder, I'm going to try to be here every Wednesday. Really going to try to be here every Wednesday from 8 to 9, right? We're trying to do just section 2. So now, probably what we in January, probably like mid-February, I'll start to do section 3s only. I'm not doing any section 1s. I don't have time to do questions like that, right? You all can handle that on your own, okay? Right, nice, Adel brother. So let's go. You coming in? You can hook up the projector and do it one time. Right, so let me go. Right? So we started. This is SE8 2025, number 21. The price of a smartphone is $1,200 plus VAT, which is 12 and a half. What is the final price of the smartphone? So something I want to point your attention to one time, right? 12.5% is universally known as 1/8 of whatever we try to multiply, right? Stick that in your head somewhere, right? Anytime you see 12 and a half, it is 1/8, right? So if I want to find 1/8 of the actual price of the smartphone, that value that I'm going to find there will be regarded as my VAT, right? So my VAT, my value added tax, this is a tax, would be equal to 1/8 of 1,200, right? Over 1. So 8 into 1,200, well, 8, yes, 1/8, right? So 8 into, what we doing? 4 into 8 is 2. And 4 into 12 will be 300. And then 2 into 300 would give me 150, right? So my VAT is actually going to be equal to $150. Now, they asked us for the final price of the smartphone. The final price of this smartphone would be equal to 1,200 plus 150. This is the final price, right? Final price would be equal to 1,200 plus 150. Those who need to add it in the working column, you add it. 1,200 plus 150, right? In the working column here, that's shifting the tiki-taki. 1,200 plus 150, you add these zeros. Well, 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 will give me 5. 2 plus 1 will give me 3. And then you have 1. So my answer here would be 1,350, right? 1,350, right? Proper thing, right? The train rolling. That was dog food, right? The train rolling right now. Number 22. A list of ingredients of 10 cookies is shown below. We have the ingredients here. 100 grams for butter, 100 grams for sugar, 30 grams of chocolate, 180 grams of flour, 25 grams for cereal. Kamini wants to make 12 cookies. How much flour would she need? So I want to point your attention to something here one time, right? You see this information here? Irrelevant. You see this information here? Irrelevant. You see this information here? Irrelevant, right? SCA just put this here to tap all your brain. Irrelevant. The only thing we're going to focus on would be this flour, right? So if it's 180 grams makes my flour, right? So that means 10 cookies, right? 10 cookies taking 180 grams of flour. So if I want to find for 12, right? All I have to do is I need to find out what one cookie takes. How much flour I need for for one cookie, right? So one cookie takes, right? One cookie takes 180 divided by 10 grams of flour, right? Of flour. Food. Okay? So we're going down. I'm going down here. That's why I'm ready for answer yet. So I'm going to do 180. So I put in C here. One cookie would be equal to 180 divided by 10. I cancel these zeros. 1 into 18 is 18 grams is what one cookie takes. But the question asks us what 12 cookies, well, how much flour 12 cookies will take, right? So if one cookie taken 18 grams, 12 cookies would be 18 multiplied by 12, right? Let's take to the working column here. 18 multiplied by 12, right? Line up all your ones with your ones, line up all your tens with your tens, right? So we multiply. Let's multiply the this tens value here. Follow my highlight. I'm going to do 1 multiplied by 8, right? Which will give me 8. That 8 lines up with this one here, the tens value, right? And then I'm going to do 1, the same one here, multiplied by 1, which will give me 1. That 1 comes in the hundreds column, right? put a 0 to fill in the missing space here. Now I'm going to do 2 multiplied by 8. 8 twos are 16, right? I'm going to put that 16 here, bang. 0 here, 6 here, bang. I'm going to add 1 to what I get when I multiply 2 by 1. 2 by 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3. Right? So when we add these bad boys together, you will get 0 plus 6 is 6. 8 plus 3 would give me 11, right? So I put in this 1 here and I add in the other 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? Okay? Right. So we go in. Let me just make sure everything in our order here. 12, right, boom, bang, 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 right. 12, 216 is what it takes, right? So we go in here, 216 grams. Why I watch what I did is because I see somebody put in 210 as the answer. 216 is the answer, my children. Please check over your workings, right? Anytime I see a student put something else, I'll always check it over, right? So there we go. We come here to win. We didn't come here to lose. Complete the shopping bill shown, right? So we have a shopping bill here. Let me shift this a little bit, right? So we have a shopping bill here. Items, cupcakes, current roll, donut, right? Unit cost, meaning the cost for one cupcake is $5. The cost for one current roll is $9. Then they give us our quantities, right? Knowing how to read this table is the first step to winning in this question, right? So 5 per cupcake multiplied by 2 gives you the 10, right? Proper thing. Then you're going to have 9 multiplied by 3 would give me 27, right? That's how that works. Now, I need to find what these missing values are. Now, the easiest missing value to find here would actually be the total cost of the donuts, right? So I'm trying to find this bad boy here, whatever is missing here, right? The orange. So how do I find this, right? How do I find this value? 10 plus 27 plus what is missing supposed to give me 79. So let me put a little equation down here, right? 10 plus 27 plus, we'll put box to represent what we're trying to find is equal to 79, right? So I'm going to add 27 and 10 to get 37, right? If you need to add it, I'll add it right here. 10, 27, 7 and 0 is 7, 2 and 1 is 3, 37. Plus box is equal to 79, right? How do I work these things? I fling this 37 here, and I do the opposite of add, which is to minus. This will be 79 minus 37, right? When you fling the 37 on the right-hand side, you're going to do the opposite of add, which is here, and that is to minus, right? That's something that can help you all out, even at this level. I use it for CXC, but we could do it at this level too, right? So 30, let's do another work in here. We're going to have 79 minus 37. What is given us by 242, proper. So the value that is missing here would be $42 for this donut, right? Let me put that in. $42 for the total cost of my donut. Now I need to work back. I need to work back to get back this number here, which is my unit cost. So some number, what's the action here earlier? This is our next work in here. So some number multiplied by 6 supposed to give me 42. That's the action here. This is our new box here. We will call this this is the orange box here, right? And we're going to call this the yellow box. We don't find the yellow box, right? New box here. So some number, which is represented by box, multiplied by 6 will give me 42. How do I work this out? This is very useful. Do the opposite of multiply with this 6 on the right. Okay? The opposite of multiply is to divide, right? So my new box, which is the value we're trying to find now, would be 42 divided by 6, right? You could apply this kind of concept to any question that is like this, right? So 42 divided by 6 will give me, let's come in our working column here. right? So we have 6. You're supposed to know this, but I'm still doing it, right? 6 into 42 would give me 7, right? That's a times table. So my unknown box is $7 here. So that will be $7. Proper thing, right? YouTube, how will I make it out? YouTube, talk to me. $7, right? YouTube belting out answers here like mad, boy. What are we talking about? There we go. We come here to win. We ain't come here to lose. What team are we on? We on the winning team. Right? Let's go. Scrolling down. Right. The table shows the cost of printing postcards at a printery, right? First 200 would be $160. Every additional set of 5 is $3, right? Gail printed 700 postcards. How much did she pay? So let me analyze this question, boy. The first 200 costing this, right? Boom. So let me see what's going on here. So 200, the first 200 is 160, right? And then we want to find out for 700. So how much missing here, boy? So we need to find the cost of how much postcards. It's the amount that is going to make up the 7, right? So let's put find cost. Let's put in that statement here. Find cost of additional, we could call it additional postcards, right? Postcards. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. So these additional postcards would actually be 700 minus 200, which will give me 500 postcards we're looking to find the cost of, right? Now, they said every set of 5, every additional set of 5 is $3. So that means I need to find out how many sets of 5 can I get from this 500 here, right? How many sets of 5, right? How many sets of 5 can I get from 500, right? So from the time you see how many sets of 5 I can get from 500, that kind of talk, you know that you have to divide here, right? So let me work. I'm going to do 5 divided by, so I need to work 500 divided by 5 to know how much sets of 5 I'm getting from that 500. So if you need to work it in your working column, let me come right here. 5 into 500. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 into 0 is 0, right? So this will be 100 sets of 5. And how much did this table up here say every additional set of 5 is? Every additional set of 5 is $3, right? Every additional set of 5 is $3. So what do I need to do here? I need to know multiplied. So we have therefore 100 multiplied by 3 would tell me 100 multiplied by 3 would tell me that this is $300 for the, now all these statements not necessary. I just trying to articulate what's going on here, right? 300 for the additional postcards, right? We'll put PC, postcards, right? This is what the question was asking for. Gail printed 700 postcards. How much did she pay? She paid $300 for 500 postcards. How much did she pay in total? So my total cost would be equal to this 300, which represents the 500 postcards, plus how much was the 200? The 200 postcards was actually 160. So I'm going to add 160 here, right? Those who need to work it, work it. Don't try to play no hero here. This is not no hero maths. 064. 460, right? 460 is my total cost, right? Ooh, my battery's gonna die. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Otherwise, I will lose me. My battery's about to die. 460, write that down. I'm gonna put this thing to charge here. Only again to like SCA Max, you know. I didn't like it before, you know. I did not like SCA Max before, but I get to like it. So all you know what's going on there. If I get to like it, I can teach it. Right? What's going on here by this thing and charging? Hold on, earlier. Because I don't want this to cut off. All don't go nowhere now. Sit down. Breathe out. Say some prayers. Oh, this thing unplug. Oh, what the hell? Hold on, guys. Hold on, because this thing would stop charging here, and I would lose you all. Or we have multiple chargers. Right. Well, you don't go nowhere now. Stay right there. Hold on, I'm looking for a charger. Right, I'll find our next one. Another charger. You see what's going on with that one in that timing. Action. Charger working. Sorry about that. Tell her you don't go nowhere now. Right. There we go. Come here to win, eh? We didn't come here to lose. We are the winners as a nation. That's all you have to understand. We are to fix Trinidad, and all are responsible for fixing Trinidad. That's the only reason I do this, you know. We got to fix this country. Right, let go. Nick has 4 boxes of balloons, right? Each box contains 108 balloons, right? Okay, so Nick packs the balloons into party bags. He packs 14 balloons into each party bag, right? 14 balloons into each party bag. How many more balloons would he need to fill the last party bag, right? So here what's going on here, guys, right? What's going on thing here? Sorry. Right. So here what I need to find. If Nick has 4 boxes of balloons and each box contains 108, let's find the total number of balloons this bad boy have, right? So total balloons would be equal to 108 multiplied by 4, right? If you need to work it. Don't play no hero. This is not no hero match we play here. 108 multiplied by 4. 8 multiplied by 4 would give me 32. Put the 32 here. Boom. Plus 3 here. 4 by 0, 0. 0 plus 3 would give me 3. 4 by 1 would give me 4. So this will be 432 balloons, right? 432 balloons, okay? Right. So they said Nick packs the balloons into party bags. He packs 14 balloons into each party bag. So I divide here, right? So if he packs 14, so I want to group this, right? So each bag have 14. 14. So it's like I want to find out how many sets of 14 I can get from this, right? How many sets of 14 can I get? Right? What we do here now, right? We are going to divide. So I'm going to divide 432 divided by 14, right? We pull into the working column, right? Boom. 14 upper 4. 14 into 432, right? Like you see what's going on here, boy. How much time 14 could go into 43, boy? 14 into 43 would be, is it 3? Yeah. 14 by 3. If you need to work it. This is not no hero maths, right? If you don't know 14 multiplied by 3, 14 multiplied by 3 would be 4 3s are 12, right? Add 1 here. 1 3 is 3 and 1 is 4. 42. So we 1 less here. So I'm going to put 14 by 3 would be 42. Your minusing coming down, please and thanks. Your minusing coming down. So you get 1 here, you bring down this bad boy, you get 2, right? So basically, right, that's right. So what going on here, boy? I didn't say 14 into 12 is 0, right? Right. Now, 14 could go into 432 30 times with a remainder of 12. Now, watch what the question is asking. You see how Mr. SEA bold this word here? How many more balloons, right? How many more balloons would he need to fill the last party bag? So big man full 30 bags, right? And he had 12 balloons remaining, right? Remaining, right? So in order to fill up this last bag, he needs 14 minus 12. He needs 2 balloons, right? To fill that bag. I've seen people put one on TikTok. Well, don't get me vex this hour. Do not get me vex this hour. Right? There we go. Scrolling down. Right. So we good there. Scrolling down. 159 people on the TikTok. 70 people on YouTube. We winning. There we go. So a number pattern is shown below, right? The 5th element is not shown. So we don't know what's going on for this 5th element here, boy. Right? So let me see if we can figure out this pattern. Right? The first one is how much by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 by 7. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at it, is like the amount of cross went down by 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the amount going down goes down by 1. So it's like we licking out this, you're getting rid of this, and you're getting rid of this. Right here, you're getting rid of this, you're getting rid of this to get the next one. You're getting rid of this, you're getting rid of this to get the next one. Then you're getting rid of this, you're getting rid of this. All by the way, today's my birthday, right? Today's my birthday and I'm teaching all there, right? This is the sacrifices teachers has make. The sacrifice I'm making into the country. We gotta save Trinidad, right? So watch. We're licking out these 2 here, so we'll actually get this remaining. I'll go and highlight it in blue. Right? Thank you. I see people belting out happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Today is my birthday. Right? So this is what my 5th, this what I am highlighting here will be my 5th pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Everybody good there? And then if you look at it, so it's like you're licking out a row and you're licking out a column, right? So draw the 5th element and describe the pattern. So let me describe the people pattern, right? So the pattern reduces by 1 row and 1 column and 1 column. Thank you everyone for the birthday blessings. As the element increases, as the elements increase. All right. Okay. Proper thing, right? Yeah, bro. Vaz is Aquarius brothers here all the way, bro. Don't know. Right? So we good there. What team are you on? What team are you on? On the winning team. A man say I 20 years, yes, huh? 20 years ago. I started to teach at 21. There we go. 27. My family waited to stick a cake with me. I might leave it live. We might stick the cake live on YouTube. On non-YouTube, sorry, on TikTok. So they can stay for after. All right? So the cost of 1 table and 4 chairs, not YouTube though, and in this video as soon as YouTube done, right? So the cost of one table and 4 chairs is 280. The cost of one table is 3 times the cost of one chair. Calculate the cost of one table. You like questions like this, right? So let me go. One table, so 1T and 4 chairs, we will call it C, is equal to 280. The cost of one table, which is this, let me highlight it, right? The cost of one table, which is this, is actually 3 times the cost of one chair. So 1T is equal to, let me write out somewhere else, because I'm going to put it in here. One table is equal to 3 chairs, right? 3 times the cost of one chair will be 3 chairs, right? So watch, with this information here, I'm going to replace what I have highlighted with 3C. So 3C plus 4C would be equal to 280. Now remember me when I was doing this in SEA, right? We're going to fling around some stuff here. So here what's going on. It's like 3C plus 4C would give us how much? 7C is equal to 280. So you see the 7 here? It's like you want to carry the 7 on the side and divide it by 280. Why? I'm going to give all a little high school trick here. You see, between the 7 and the C, multiplication is understood, right? And I told you the opposite of multiply is to divide. So it's like when you carry that 7 on the right-hand side, it's like you're doing the opposite of multiply, which is to divide. C will be equal to 280 divided by 7, right? So it comes like we fling the 7 on the right-hand side, we go and divide it now, right? So let me go. I'm coming right here. Okay, so 7 into 280. 7 into 28 would be what by 4? And 7 into 0 is 0, so 40. So this is the amount of chairs. So the amount of chairs is 40. But they ask us to calculate the cost of one table, right? But one table is 3 times the cost of one chair. So I can put now, therefore, ... Therefore, one table is equal to 3 multiplied by the cost of one chair. All you don't play no hero maths, multiply all the thing if all you need to, right? 3 by 0 is 0. 4 by 3 is 12. $120. And this dollars or chairs? Right, yes, the cost of one table is $120. Right? Are we winning or we losing? What's going on here? Are we winning or we losing? Talk to me. Are we winning or we losing? Right? Let me put the 120 here. Now we talk about the winning team. I tell all you, 145 people on TikTok right now. And 67 people on YouTube, all responsible for saving this country, you know. I cheering, you know. All you have to make this country better for my cheering, you know. Right? That's why I'm helping all you. Make this country better. Right? Let me go. Man says 67. What's 67 all you talking about? Winning, now we talk about. What's 67 all you talking about? I seen 67 popping up. Oh, 67. Oh God, Alia, miss me with them thing, Miss me with them thing. 67. Again, old boy, again, old. Right, let go. What's going on here, boy? This diagram is a triangle. On each side of the triangle, there are 3 circles, right? Boom, bang, bang. Boom, bang, bang. The sum of the numbers on each side is supposed to add up to 1.2. So what we have to do here, boy? So we have to figure out this just so, or they give us decimals underneath here. Use the decimals below to complete the triangle, right? So every side is supposed to add up to 1.2, right? So I see in 0.7 here. So I'm thinking we had to put these smaller numbers on this side. Let me put 0.2 up here. And let me put 0.3 down here. So 0.2 plus 0.7.0.3 will give us 1.2. So we get the 1.2 here. So 0.2 plus 0.5 plus, that'll be 0.7. 0.7 plus 0.6 would give us 0. No, wait. Supposed to be 0.5. 0.7, yeah, and 0.5. We don't know 0.5. So wait, something off. What should I change by? Should I change this and this? Let me put the so guys, this is trial and error. You actually have to do trial and error for these things. If you get wrong, erase, go again. Okay? So, okay, I move this 0.3 to up here so that when I add 0.3, 0.5, I need to add 0.4 to get 0.4, and this is 0.9, 0.9, and this would give me, right, 1.2, right? And then underneath here, I could rest 0.6, which is the last one, right? So I use this, I use this, I used this, and I used this, right? So we went in, right? We went in right now. So everybody add up to 1.2. 1.2 underneath. All the lengths add up to 1.2. So who needs to see it? Because I tell you, this is not no hero maths, right? 0.7 and 0.2, right? That's why I'm adding up on the left side, right? I'm going to put a little red here. So I add in this side here, right? Boom, bang, bang. Okay. Right. So I just add here to get 3 and 7 would be 10. 10 and 2 would be 12. So I put in the 2 here and I add in 1 here. 1 plus them zeros will be 1. You bring down your point. So we get the 1.2 there. On the next side, we have 0.3 plus 0.5 plus 0.4, right? 3 plus 5 plus 4 would give me 12. You put the 2 here, you add the 1 here, you get 1, bring down your point, right? 1.2 on this side now. That's this bad boy I just do. Bang. Right? Bang. Give me the autocorrect now. Again, also. Right. And then underneath here, or let's add underneath here, right? There we go. 0.2. 0.2 plus 0.6 plus 0.4. 6 and 4, 10, and 2 is 12. Put the 2 here. Add 1 here. Boom. 1.2. Right? No hero maths here. Okay? We come here to win. There we go. Right? The clock below shows the time Aliyah arrived at the mall. Her journey from home to the mall took 25 minutes, right? 25 minutes is what this girl taking to go in the mall. What mall she going by? Let me go down. Right. At what time did Aliyah leave home, right? So we had to go back. We just had to go back 25 minutes, right? So let me work. Let me work. We come in here, so bang. That's 5, right? Then we come in here. Bang. That's 10. Then we come in here. Bang. That's 15. Then we come in here. Bang. That's 20. And then bang-a-lang. 25. So I went back 25 minutes there. So that means that this hand will reverse a little bit. Right? And this hand will now be down here. Boom. So what time that is by? That's 2:40. Right? 2:40 is the time that Aliyah left home, right? 2:40. Okay? 2:40. If you had to do a working, right? I want to show you our working also if you want to be foolproof. So the time here is actually 3:05, right? Boom, bang. 3:05. I want to minus 25 minutes, right? This is just the working fit, right, my children? Right. So listen, you cannot minus. So, all right, let me minus the 5. 5 minus 5 is 0, right? You cannot take 2 from 0. You have to borrow 1 here. Now, brothers and sisters, when you're borrowing 1 in time, that 1 is 60 minutes you're borrowing. You're borrowing 60 minutes, right? So I'm not putting 1 here. Hey, give, and you put 1 here, and you will get lick up, right? If you put 1 here, you will get lick up, right? So it's actually going to be 60 we borrowing, right? So this is going to be 6, 6, 0. I put these 6-0 up here. Whoa. What's going on here, boy? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I get a glitch here. Hold on. I get a glitch here. That's why I go show you what I get from my body, eh? By next week, we ain't getting this problem. Okay, guess what I get? Right, so zeros, right, 6 minus 2 will give me 4. We all there. 2. Right, 240. So you get the 240 here, right? So we're scrolling down. Just now, guys. Boom, bang, bang. Let me see what's going on here. This thing heating up here, boy. And task. Hold on, guys. All right, when this happening, usually I have to end the YouTube. That's why, guys, I had to end this YouTube and just come back live. So all the people on YouTube, I had to end this live and come back, because my laptop glitching and I want to finish these questions. All right? My laptop is glitching right now. Hold on, eh? Yeah, like it's finally stuck there. All right, we got to stop this, right? So YouTube, check the next video if all you want the rest of this recording, right? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all, don't worry. By next week, we ain't getting this, eh? By next week, we're not getting this. And I can show you why. Why? If you just buy the summer, so win the game from next week. Mark A. Right? You see what's going on here, boy? I ain't getting this thing to end now. Right, I think I on it there. And don't worry, next week we will be in a much better position next week. Yeah, I know get my MacBook. Like I gotta end this live, boy. Alright. This is the only thing left to be done. Ooh. YouTube, all you gotta lose, man. YouTube.